Everything you need to know in less than 5 minutes. Ezreal's abilities have incredible synergies with some of the strongest items in the game, as those items are buffing his most important spell, Mystic Shot. Of course, you max Mystic Shot first and put a point into your ultimate whenever possible. The spell you max second is Arcane Shift, because its cooldown decreases a lot with skill points, and having reliable access to your mobility spell is super important. In any case, your Q is your main way of dealing damage, as it has more than double the range of your basic attack while also scaling much better with items. Additionally, it allows you to safely farm minions from a distance if you are getting pressured during the lane phase. However, your enemies can also use the minion wave to their advantage, since the minions can body block your Q and absorb the damage. Therefore, you must be extremely careful when fighting in an enemy wave, as you are unlikely to accomplish much with your most important ability. Your W is just extra damage in your combo if your enemies are unable to dodge your skill shots. When you can go aggressive without getting punished, you should detonate this spell with your E, but if there is a chance you get flanked by someone, you should try to combo with your Q instead. Keep in mind that your W does work against towers as well, so make sure to get in that extra damage. Arcane Shift is your most important safety net, and a crucial aspect of your Ezreal gameplay is to decide when to use it aggressively and when to hold onto it for disengaging. Going in with your E only to get killed by an enemy bruiser feels just as bad as not going in when you could get a free kill. Yet it is better to err on the side of caution, because as an AD carry you need to stay alive for as long as possible during team fights so you can deal maximum damage. Ezreal's ultimate allows you to snipe targets from across the map, and as funny as that sounds, it is also your main wave clear ability. Actually, lack of reliable wave clear is one of Ezreal's main weaknesses, and if your enemy wants to non-stop push you into your tower, they most likely can. Your ultimate is also the best enabler of your passive, as every single enemy unit it passes through will generate a stack of attack speed. Not only does this help while pushing, but it also is an important DPS increase for you in teamfights, so make sure to ult at the beginning of a fight to get your passive right away. Compared to other AD carries who mainly rely on basic attacks, your spells are way more important for your game plan when you play Ezreal. Therefore, your optimal rune page is Conqueror, Presence of Mind, Legend Bloodline and Coup de Grace, with Mana Flow Band and Transcendence secondary. Your shards are attack speed, adaptive force and armor. Auto-attack based AD carries have a hard time stacking Conqueror, but with Ezreal you will get a lot of value out of it because of your Mystic Shot. Prolonged fights where you can kite a lot and get full value from your passive are what you excel in anyway, and Conqueror amplifies this playstyle even more. Especially in the early game, you absolutely need the extra mana from Mana Flow Band and Presence of Mind, so you can reliably use your Q and your E without running out of resources. Ability haste is extremely important as well, since cooldown reduction is for Ezreal what attack speed is for Kai'Sa and Vayne. The extra cooldown refund Transcendence gives you with every takedown is especially useful, as it allows you to get multiple Arcane Shifts off during a single teamfight. Your Q is coded as both a spell and a basic attack, which means it fully applies the lifesteal from Legend Bloodline. This rune provides you with sufficient sustain by itself and thereby allows you to press the like button and itemize for maximum damage. After starting with a Doran's Blade, you are looking to get Tear of the Goddess and Sheen on your first back. These two component items might look weird nowadays, as they do not combine into one full item anymore. However, the mana from Tear and the Spellblade from Sheen enable you to spam your Q much more freely, and it will hit for significantly more damage, which makes for a perfect early game. After that, you are looking to upgrade Sheen into Essence Reaver and finish Ionian Boots of Lucidity. With this power spike, you get infinite mana due to the Essence Reaver refund, while also getting your first big Q amplifier. The crit on Essence Reaver is kind of wasted, since your Q cannot critically strike, but its other stats are absolutely incredible. Now you can freely maximize ability haste, and none of it will ever be wasted because you will always have enough mana for all of your spells all the time. From here, your build is super streamlined, as you can now upgrade your tier to Manamune, which instantly should transform into Mirror Mana at this point in the game due to all your Q spam. Only then do you get your mythic item Duskblade. You can't really buy it any earlier because you need Essence Reaver early for its mana refund, and you need to buy Tier early and upgrade it second for the Mirror Mana power spike, both of which are more important. Once you get to this trinity of Essence Reaver, Mirror Mana and Duskblade, you will have 3 additional amplifiers on your Mystic Shot, and its effective cooldown will be less than a second. Instead of dealing 120 base damage with a 130% attack damage ratio, your Q now has a base damage of roughly 340 with a 200% bonus damage scaling. Your next item is always Serilda's Grudge, which you sometimes even buy before Duskblade against armor stacking, and your last item is mostly either Kempag Chainsword against heavy healing or Ravenous Hydra for additional sustain. Now, if you found that video helpful, you can access an entire playlist of educational content like this by clicking the link on your screen right there.